Hello everyone and welcome to the Anvils of Connor YouTube channel. As many of you will know, I did an unboxing for Tortuga Bay some months ago, but I received a new product from them very recently to add to my burgeoning 14th Legion force. And I thought, because this is a multi-part release, which is very new from Heinrich and the guys at Tortuga Bay, that I'd do a quick sort of unboxing video for you guys today. So let's have a look what's going on. So I've typically gone for Mark III, and I believe I've gone for a set for two different sets of the new Mark III, which will be super appropriate for my heavy weapons teams, heavy weapons support teams, which are rather useful in Death Guard armies. So quite like the Forge World kits and plastic Games Workshop kits, these have the torso separate, and I think it's a very accurate sort of depiction of our beloved Mark III iron armour, which I think fits the aesthetic for many of the legions, but especially so for legions like Iron Warriors and Death Guard, sort of real meat grinder legions who favoured heavier marks of armour that would be able to potentially withstand a little bit more punishment, especially in attritional warfare that those two legions were particularly used in and utilised in across the galaxy, both for reunification but also then during the civil war that befell during the Horus Heresy, or the Horus Heresy itself I should say. So we have multi-part leg bits and pieces here as well, so I think I should be able to sort of tell what goes where. So this really is a blind unboxing, so very handily we've got nice sort of matching shapes for bits and pieces. So that'll be a nice raised leg on a piece of masonry perhaps. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to use, Volkite culverins or missile launchers. I think shoulder-mounted missile launchers. I'm particularly fond of shoulder-mounted heavy weapons either way. But we've got, plenty of opportunity there for interaction with the bases. As many of you will know as well from my social media in general, a huge fan of bases with miniatures, and I'd like to produce videos either for YouTube or Patreon down the line with some base construction ideas and tutorial kind of information, if you will, guidance. But yeah, great little piece there. Just going to have a look at a couple of these. So we've got one here that looks like it's kneeling, which is particularly spicy. So that will look that really will look the bee's knees, with especially with that shoulder-mounted weaponry. Which is so reminiscent of things like Rogue Trader, but to me as a young lad, it would have been 2nd edition. So you can see very easily enough that you'll be able to pop torsos and bits and pieces on there as well, with minimal work required, to be perfectly honest. So these are quite well hollowed out already. You might need to clean them up ever so slightly, such is the way with resin. And what I usually end up doing whenever I'm sort of working with any kind of 2-part kit with legs and body separate, I'll score a mark in the top there, right in the middle, and then use a bit of copper wire to then be able to swivel the torso as required. So let's have a quick look at the other group, and I believe it's probably just mirrored. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's the way it is. But that's fantastic, because not only do we very seldom have, in fact I don't think there's any pair of official G-Dub kneeling Mark III legs. I may be mistaken. Comments in the section below if I am in actual fact talking out of my arse. But got loads of really interesting poses that I'll be able to have. 10 distinctive poses across either a squad of 10 or 2 squads of 5. Alright, now in addition, as a little bonus, I also got my hands on a set of the I'll probably have to pop the information in the comments below, but there's a 14th Legion style set that Heinrich has released pretty much at the same time. So naturally I ordered 10 of those, a few of which you'd have seen on Instagram and on Facebook already, which I've been using for a 14th Legion or Death Guard command squad, because if any of you who have purchased the Death Guard torsos from Forge World before will know, very similar in style with these little vents and sensors and whatnot. So lovely stuff. Really getting into this. I've got even more I need to order from the guys at Tortuga. I'll give you a little sneak peek of one of the command squad members that I've been working on, that gives you a really good idea of the level of dynamism that you get with the Tortuga Bay kits, especially now the torso and legs are separate, so you can really twist it if you need to. I've added some further embellishment in the form of those pétirouges underneath the groin flap of the top part of the armour there, the torso section. And this guy looks like he's ready to start clobbering some loyalist lapdogs. All right, so yeah, I thought I'd just do a really quick unboxing, give you guys a little bit more insight in terms of what we're looking at with Tortuga Bay Studios. Like a lot of you are aware, I've been an advocate of Heinrich and his hard work ever since I found out about them. It's a wonderful way of really being able to capture the enormity of the Astartes, especially when used alongside human troops, whether or not Sisters of Silence. Arguably, they're probably a little bit more kick-ass, I suppose, than a standard baseline human. And obviously things like Militia and Imperial Guard or whatever it is, because of course these marks of armour are not limited to the Horus Heresy. So Badab War, I've seen some fantastic projects from creators on social media, whether it's Mantis Warriors or Lamenters or whatever it is from that particular time period within the age of the Imperium. Anyway, short and sweet. I thought you guys might be interested to see what's going on my desk. And until next time, this is Jack from the Anvils of Connor. See you guys later.